friends, and welcome back to my channel, Blue Nose Trading. My name is Tori Solis, and today I'm going to be throwing some bonsai pots with a new clay body, KyMudWorks Speckled Brown Bear. I've not had the pleasure to work with any of the KyMudWorks clays as of yet. They don't carry this clay at my local supplier, but I was able to get a hold of a few different boxes through a local studio. To start, this clay throws beautifully and is silky smooth. The raw clay body is the deep, rich gray. Almost every speckled clay I've ever thrown with up to this point has been fairly to moderately gritty. The most noteworthy thing here is how buttery smooth this clay is, but it's not too dense. Sometimes smoother clays can feel really dense and hard to pull up. I don't get that feeling from this clay, but this clay can be a little floppy and a little sassy. I think of it as feeling sort of like porcelain light. So if you're brand new to the wheel, this might be a slight challenge to overcome, but overall, this is honestly one of the most pleasant throwing bodies I've ever used. As a final point to note, this clay settles quickly into the throwing water, which is wonderful. Sometimes your clay can turn your water into a bowl of slip slop, but this one settles really nicely. So the water at the top of the bowl isn't thick with clay. I love that. In general, the lack of grit and grog makes it really easy to keep the surface of your pot smooth with this clay body. Because there's no grit or grog in this clay, it's easy to trim and remove the trim lines. I especially love the red kidney bean rib from Mud Tools for smoothing out pots. So if you're into smooth bottoms or you have delicate soft baby hands that don't enjoy sandy groggy clay, this is going to be ideal for you. When I'm trimming and finishing the bottom of my bonsai pots, I'm trimming a good deal of clay off the bottom to create a raised foot ring. It's more or less the same as making a plate, with lots of holes in it. This creates a lot of off trim, which will go straight into my reclaim bucket. I'm a firm believer in reducing waste as much as possible. Eventually I will make an updated video on how I reclaim my clay, so that's something we can all look forward to. This clay is really dense, and these pots are massive, so they're going to be dried upside down on a board of hardy backer wrapped in a sheet of plastic wrap for a few weeks. With a dense clay body especially, I want to make sure that these are drying slowly and evenly, or they're going to likely break apart in the bisque right at the drain hole line. Ask me how I know. Anyways, I made some tiny test tiles with some of my glazes that tend to perform well on dark clay bodies. If you want to see lots of glaze test videos on different commercial glazes across lots of different kinds of clay bodies, white, black, red, and speckled, you should check out my glaze test playlist. A few notes on this body whilst we glaze. The shrinkage on this clay body is listed at 15%, which is slightly higher than average. The absorption rate is less than 0.5% at cone 6, which is bananas awesome. The chemistry on the clay bodies that are coming out of KyMudWorks are amazing. There is a cool Wheel Talk episode where they did an interview with Link Henderson, who is the owner at KyMudWorks. She's a total clay body genius. I'll tag a link to that episode in the video description for anyone interested in learning more. Fresh out of my glaze fire, and oh my goodness, pack the car, grab the dogs, we are moving to Kentucky. I'm kidding, of course, but the point is, I sure wish we could get this clay down here in Texas. A few of the pots were a little spicy and got a little wobbly, but that tracks and resonates with me. Especially the metallic gold pot with the lines. I love how it shows that this material was once soft. Like, this was malleable and now it's frozen from the fire. In almost complete duality, I also really like crisp edges. Sometimes the wobble is the natural outcome of the process of hand, fire, and clay, and there's something irreplaceable about the nature of organic irregularity that I really relish. I got some great glaze results from this clay body as well. I also know my glazes fairly well and ran some small tests prior to committing. I would strongly suggest that you do some small glaze tests. Dark clays can be tricky, although as they go, this one is less sassy about glazes than some of the others I have dealt with in the past. The speckles are subtle and perfect. They come through the glazes in different ways depending on the glaze. I'd have to spend a lot more time testing to nail down all the nuances of how the speckles are working. In summary, I will be crying real tears that this is not a clay that I can easily access. This is one of the most beautiful, agreeable, and enjoyable clay bodies I've ever worked with. I'm really looking forward to digging into the other boxes of different clays from KyMudWorks here soon for the channel. So if you guys live somewhere where you can get KyMudWorks clay and it's not like a big deal, consider yourself super lucky. For my weekly art vlog and daily pottery shorts, be sure to subscribe to this channel, Blue Nose Trading. To help support the channel, you can get early access to videos and become a member of my channel right here on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. Remember that you have great ideas that are worth exploring. Drink lots of water, and I will see y'all next week.